Happy Craftmas, everyone! Welcome to Craftmas number 3, day 3. In case you missed my previous Craftmas installments, there will be a playlist linked somewhere. This time I'm going to cross-stitch some ornaments that will need no further finishing, or at least they won't need any help holding their shape. Because I'm not stitching on fabric, I'm stitching on copper. It's just ordinary copper sheeting. These do have holes pre-punched in them, but the embossing and the stitching holes are gonna be up to me. These are vintage kits, so it's of course not a new thing to stitch on metal. I have not done this before, but I am really excited to try it out and have some more Christmas ornaments for my distinct lack of tree. Let's go over to the table and prepare some copper for stitching on. These are copper creations by NeedleMagic. They are pre-cut tree ornaments. No idea how old they are. I'm gonna guess 80s, but they could be 90s. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with the candy cane. So what do we have? Copper. Some floss. Oh, this is not regular embroidery floss. I'm not exactly sure what kind of thread this is, but it is not stranded, so it might be more like crochet thread. I'm not sure. That might make a difference because I imagine the copper is going to have some sharp edges. Here's the thread to hang it by, and then we have our embossing pattern and punch and stitching pattern. So not very many stitches on this, and whew, a very rusty needle. Don't think I'll be using that. Warning, edges of copper may be sharp. Handle with care. The copper in this kit is pure copper. You may spray copper with a sealer if desired, and I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna let them go all green if they want to. Things you will need: old ballpoint pen for embossing, good sharp fine point push pins. Place a magazine on the table, place a washcloth on top of the magazine, followed with a piece of corrugated cardboard from your kit on top. This will give you a suitable surface for embossing and punching. I think I'm gonna use my my wool mat, so that should be fine. All right, let's get set up here. So the first thing we need to do is cut this out and tape it to the back of this. Now it says to use an old pen, but I'm gonna try this out because I've never had a use for it before. I did not know what this was. I don't know what it's called. And I'm just gonna draw on top of it. I'm gonna have to go over that a few more times. I'm pushing very hard. So I'm going to take the paper off and go over it again. I've done worse at things. I've done better, but I've done worse. So I think I'm gonna go over it one more time and then we'll do the next step. Use a good, sharp, fine push pin held upright. So we need to punch all 4 corners of each square. Whew, there goes. Okay, this one's a little hard on the hands. I haven't done a craft so hard on my hands in a while. Whew. Think we got all the holes. All right, there we have a stitching surface. Now that one's kind of off the line, but it can't have gone much lower. Those are right on the line, but honestly, all things considered, not too terrible. And then the snowflakes, it has the dots on the pattern, but I'm just gonna punch them there because I can see where those lines end. There we go. We have a fully punched, hang on, I'll show you why I'm laughing in a second. It is attached. Can I get it off without bending it the wrong way? Whoops. There we go. Backside, definitely sharp. I want to go over a couple of these lines a little bit more, and then I'm going to wipe it off with some rubbing alcohol. And then I'm going to prepare this one off camera because my fingers need a little bit of a break. And then I'm going to move somewhere a little more comfortable to do the stitching. This project was hard on my hands and even harder on my substitute threads, but oh my god, I love it. They're cute and simple and a little bit rustic and yet somehow still elevated from everyday cross-stitch ornaments, and I want to try to make them from scratch. Next year, Lindsay, next year. Let me know what you think of this project, and hit that subscribe button so you can catch my next Craftmas installment when I will be starting on some holiday stash busting with knitting and crochet. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you there. Bye!